And welcome back to the Cincinnati Reds franchise mode here on MLB The Show 24. This is game number 2 of the National League Divisional Series between the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals. If you missed game 1, go check it out. Link is in the description down below. Before the Cincinnati Reds, a crucial game number 2. Gotta win this game to even up this series with the St. Louis Cardinals for when we go back to Cincinnati, Ohio at Great American Ballpark for both games 3 and 4, of course, game 4 if necessary. It's obviously a best of 5. Game 1 though was won by the Cardinals by a score of 4-3, and now on the mound for the Reds, they turn to one Hunter Greene. For the Cardinals, they will send out their righty in Kyle Gibson. Brandon Williamson, the lefty, got the start last night for Cincinnati, but of course it was a 1-run loss for the Reds, their first so far of the 2024 postseason. And folks, if you haven't yet though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more Reds franchise mode here on the channel every single day. Again, the Cardinals have a 1-0 lead. They outpaced, the Reds by 13 games in the regular season. They were 103-59. The Reds were 90-72. A quick update on the other side of the bracket. The Dodgers are up 1-0 on the Chicago Cubs. Kyle Gibson gets the start again, 4 ERA in the regular season. He will see TJ Friedl first, and just not a good swing. Not a great swing in our first AB. Now up Matt McLain. Can somebody help Jeimer Candelario tonight? Matt McLain takes the serve. That is a no-doubter in a deep left field. 104 off the bat for Matt McLain. His second of the postseason, getting the start tonight in left field. And we referenced it a little bit ago. Again, last night, all Jeimer Candelario. Candy with 3 home runs. He, contributed to every single run scored for Cincinnati. You gotta get some other contribution and just production out of anybody else as Jeimer Candelario continues to get hits. I know that was a horrible swing, but still it gets down. Candelario's on with a 1-out single. JD Martinez, though, is going to pop out that sinker. That will go to the first baseman over in Alfonso Rivas, or to Alfonso Rivas. Here comes Ellie De La Cruz. De La Cruz going to get under that cutter. That will end at the top of the first, but Cincinnati up 1-0 thanks to the home run by Matt McLain. Here comes Hunter Greene, 4.42 ERA in the regular season, 13-8 record as well. He will get the start tonight, his first of the playoffs this year. He'll see Sal Frelick first, and Frelick gonna swing through that high heat by Greene. 1 down for Brendan Donovan. Donovan gonna barely get a hold of that fastball, but TJ Friedl charging in will make the play. 2 gone for Lars Nootbaar on the 2-2 pitch. Nootbaar into right center. Will Benson trying to get there. That ball's gonna drop. Nootbaar will have extra bases as that one goes into the right center field gap. He will hold at second. It's a 2-out double for St. Louis. Nolan Gorman now up on the 1-2 pitch. He's been their best hitter all season long. Gorman will ground 1 to Jonathan India, who gets to start tonight at second base, and the Reds hold the Cardinals scoreless in the bottom of the first. Will Benson steps up to the box first here for Cincinnati. He is going to get under that fastball. That one is going to get caught, of course, by the catcher. In foul ground, Wilson Contreras. Nlds Marte going to strike out on Kyle Gibson's cutter. 2 up, 2 down so far in the top of the second. Jonathan India will try to break that mold. Will that one fall in right field? It will not. It is a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the second for Kyle Gibson. Bottom 2, up first Nolan Arenado. Hunter Greene is going to put him away though, thanks to that ground out to Nlds Marte. The former Brewers / Tampa Bay Ray, Willy Adama, is going to hit one on the ground right to Jeimer Candelario. That does it for the second for St. Louis. The catcher, Tyler Stevenson, up first here in the top of the third. That one is going to get over the head of Brendan Donovan. It's a leadoff single. Top of the order now steps up TJ Friedl. High fastball. Friedl, though, just a little bit late, I think. I don't know, just doesn't get the best contact on that one. Stevenson will head back to first base after that put out in center field. Matt McLain homered in his first AB. This time McLain is going to hit a tailor-made double play ball, and that will end the top of the third. St. Louis gets him out of there on 3 batters. Wilson Contreras, the catcher, leads things off in the bottom of the third, and Hunter Greene has been really effective so far tonight. Still no runs given up. I know we're still in the 3rd inning, but still, Greene has done a good job so far. As we say that, Alfonso Rivas goes up the middle. There is a single with 1 out. Top of the order, Sal Frelick, the lefty, steps in. Jeimer Candelario with the dive, makes a bad throw to second, and everybody's going to be safe. Could have either had 1 or 2 outs on that. Instead, no outs first and second, and here comes Brendan Donovan. He is going to fly out though and make the second out of the inning. Hopefully that error by Candelario, isn't an error though with the dive. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us. Lars Nootbaar pops out into foul ground, and in fact, it will not. Nlds Marte has got it. Still a 1-0 lead for Cincinnati, but you know you're probably going to need more. Here comes Jeimer Candelario. He's been unstoppable so far in the postseason, and it's been with the power, but so far tonight, 2 really weakly hits, but it works. He's 2 for 2. However, JD Martinez is going to step up into the box, and he's going to ground straight into a double play to the first baseman in Alfonso Rivas. 2 gone. Ellie De La Cruz, the batter, and he will get under that sinker, and that ball is going to be caught in center field. Off to the bottom of the 4th. Cincinnati still operating with a lead, and that one's going to be shot down the left field line. Nolan Gorman goes the opposite way. He'll be on with a lead-off single for the Cards. Nolan Arenado on the 1-2. Going to look at strike 3, though. Slider down and away by Green sets him down. 1 gone. Jordan Walker, the batter. Ball's hit right past Jonathan India. Of course, the Reds were in double play depth. It's going to be first and second, 1 out for Willy Adames. Full count offering. I don't know, that might have hit the strike zone. It doesn't, according to the umpire. They are loaded for Wilson Contreras. That one's lined right to Nlds Marte. 2 gone. Bases loaded for Alfonso Rivas. That ball is going to be hit over the head of Jonathan India, and the Cardinals are going to bring in 2 runs to go up 2-1 here in the bottom of the 4th, all with 2 outs. A clutch hit by Alfonso Rivas. Green will set down Sal Frelick, but the damage has been done. The Cardinals have taken the lead here in the top of the 5th, in the bottom of the 4th, 2-1 as we now head into the top of the 5th. And Will Benson just going to fly that one to foul ground, but it is caught. 1 down for Nlds Marte, and Marte just going to hit one on the ground. Easy roller to the shortstop in Adames. And with the exception of that Matt McLain home run, we have seen very little offensive production out the Reds. Sure, Jeimer Candelario has 2 hits. They are both singles. But again, the Reds are down 2-1, and the Cardinals are slapping the baseball everywhere. Brendan Donovan down the left field line. He's going to have extra bases. A leadoff double for the second baseman. Lars Nootbaar on the 1-1 pitch. Going to line one into right field. Benson's going to let it drop. Late run, though, or late break for third. And okay, we are going to get Donovan at third base. Again, that was a 50-50 ball. Was Benson going to catch it? Was he not? He doesn't, and it's going to pay off for the Reds, because now after that tag out at third, it's going to be a double play ball for Nolan Gorman to end the inning. To the top of the 6th, can we do something on offense here? Tyler Stevenson, just not a great swing. It's going to be a ground out. TJ Friedel, full count for him. Haven't been able to draw a walk, really haven't been able to get too many base runners. Friedel pops out to the shortstop over in Adames. 2 gone for Matt McLain. He's responsible for our only run, and that's just a bad swing on my part. Swinging at that high cutter. We now move on to the bottom half of the inning, and we go to the pen. James Karinchak out to pitch. He's pitched for 1 out so far in the postseason. He will obviously get some more run right now, but Nolan Arenado takes him deep in the left. That ball's way out of here. The St. Louis Cardinals go up 3-1. It's Arenado's first of the postseason this year, 408 feet. And again, the St. Louis Cardinals have gone up by 2. Score is 3-1. And we were hoping Karinchak got more than 1 out while he walks Jordan Walker. Here comes Willy Adames. There will be Karinchak's first out of this outing. But again, runner on first, already given up a run. 1 out, Wilson Contreras, the batter on the 1-1 pitch. Ball's hitting a double play depth. That should be an easy turn for the Reds, and it is. So Karinchak does get 3 outs, but gives up a run in the process to Nolan Arenado. This is a 3-1 game in favor of the Cardinals. But Jeimer Candelario gets hit, and now JD Martinez is going to bloop one into right field. Just like that, the Reds are going to have him on first and third with no outs. They are on the corners, and that's going to be it for Kyle Gibson tonight. In comes the lefty and Jojo Romero. 1 inning pitch so far in the postseason, no runs given up. And Ellie De La Cruz, oh man. De La Cruz has been shaky in the playoffs. It will drive in a run, but that 4-6-3 double play will make it, of course, 2 outs. De La Cruz doesn't get the RBI. We are down 3-2. Spencer Steer coming in a pinch hit now for the lefty, and Benson, again, matchup-wise, it makes sense against the left-handed pitcher in Romero, and Steer will find himself on second base with a ground rule double. So a runner in scoring position for Nlds Marte on the 1-2. He grounds one right to short. That will do it for the inning. The Reds get 1 back, but now have 6 outs to operate with. to try to get one to at least send it into extras, and that's if we can shut the door on these bats here of St. Louis. I don't know how that Gregory Soto slider is not a strike. Sal Frelick comes up, he's going to lay down the bunt. Soto just got to go to first, that's the only play, just pitches it to Jeimer Candelario. One down for Brendan Donovan, he walks. Soto now really struggling with the command. Lars Nootbaar lefty-lefty matchup in the 3-2, he walks Nootbaar. Now we have to go back to the pen, going to another lefty in Sam Maul. Maul comes out to see Nolan Gorman first in the 3-2 pitch. I don't know how Gorman swung at that. He should have walked for ball 4 and a run, but now Arenado on the 1-2, he lines one straight to Matt McLain, and some way, somehow, the Cincinnati Reds get out of that bottom of the 7th and keep this a 1-run deficit. Jonathan India should have a hit, but Brendan Donovan's gonna take one away with the dive. One gone, Tyler Stevenson, the batter, he hasn't had the best night, and the catcher is going to fly out into very shallow center field to Sal Frelick. TJ Friedel in the 2-2 pitch gets around that circle change, balls hit to second base, and it's a 1-2-3 top of the 8th. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Emilio Pagan gonna try to hold this to a 1-run lead for the Cardinals. As Jordan Walker comes up first, he will swing right through that cutter away. One down now for the 7th spot in Willy Adames. Adames is gonna fly one deep left field. Matt McLain can do nothing but watch. Oh man, it's going to be 4-2. Another solo home run for the Cardinals. You saw one earlier with Nolan Arenado, and Adames really provides St. Louis with that insurance run right here. 371 off the bat. St. Louis up 4-2. Wilson Contreras now up. I mean, that's not a great pitch by Pagan. Hangs a big curveball, and Contreras takes him all the way to the warning track. It's going to be a 1-out double for their catcher. 9 spot up, Alfonso Rivas keeping Pagan in the game. Rivas is 2 for 2. He's now 3 for 3. That one's lined into left field, soft roller. McLain gonna come up throwing, and questionable decision by Contreras to test the arm. We gun him out at home. Keeps this a 4-2 game. Sal Frelick up on the 1-2 pitch. Frelick is going to fly that cutter into center field right to TJ Friedel. So it's not an insurmountable lead by any stretch of the imagination. Still a 2-run lead for the Cardinals, and Matt McLain gets one back. His second solo home run of the night. It kind of feels reminiscent of game 1, right? Jeimer Candelario puts the team on his back. Tonight, Matt McLain's doing just that. 430 feet off the bat, his 3rd of the postseason, and the Reds draw within 1. Matt McLain with the solo home run into left field, but someone else has got to do a job here. I mean, it has been Jeimer Candelario, right? He's 2 for 2 in the postseason, or tonight. 3-2 pitch, Candelario hits one in the left field. Came into today batting, I think, like 600. He goes 2 for 3 on the night, but again, needed a hit right there. JD Martinez strikes out, 2 gone, and now they go to John King out the pen. They like the matchup with King against Elly De La Cruz. All right, the switch hitter De La Cruz steps in on the 2-1 pitch, gets a pretty decent hold of the fastball, I thought, but I mean, that ball just dies in center field, and that's your game. The St. Louis Cardinals win game number 2 of the National League Divisional Series. I mean, the only optimistic outlook on this game for Cincinnati is that now you get to go back home for the first time in this entire postseason, right? You won 2 games in Philadelphia, then came straight to the series at Busch Stadium against this Cardinals squad. So for the Reds, they got to win both those games at home, right? It's called home field advantage. Well, they don't have home field advantage, but they got to take care of their home field and win those 2 games. Just hope you get back to the spot here, back in St. Louis against this Cardinals squad in a game 5. But again, we're getting too far ahead of ourselves. You got to win game number 3 tomorrow. Andrew Abbott will get the start. Game 4, if necessary, John Means. Game 5, I don't even know who we'd start. Probably Brandon Williamson, just like we did in game 1, but you gotta win game number 3 tomorrow night with Abbott on the hill. So folks, thank you for watching episode number 15 of the Cincinnati Reds franchise mode here on MLB The Show 24. If you haven't yet though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Give a for watching, and Mamba forever.